كتاب الله تعالى وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها فإن كل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار ونعوذ بالله من أهل النار. فيا عباد الله أوصيكم ونفسي الخاطئة بتقوى الله تعالى فإنها وصية ربنا جل وعلا للأولين والآخرين حين قال ولقد وصينا الذين أوتوا الكتاب من قبلكم وإياكم أن اتقوا الله وإن تكفروا فإن لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وكان الله غنيا حميدا. ومن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب ومن يتق الله يجعل له من أمره يسرا ومن يتق الله يكفر عنه سيئاته ويعظم له أجرا إن المتقين في جنات ونهر في مقعد صدق عند مليك مقتدر. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, as always Allah Azza wa Jalla recommended us taqwa. It is the best reminder that Rasulullah gave to his Sahaba, whether they are walkers or travelers. And remember always the hadith, ittaqillaha haythama kunt, have taqwallahi Azza wa Jalla anywhere you are. As we know, today is Rajab 1st. You got 2 months to go for Ramadan. The righteous people among earlier generations, they used to come 6 months before Ramadan to ask Allah Azza wa Jalla to give him a life to reach that blessed month of Ramadan. Not to wish to live longer, but for one only good reason, which is they know it's cleansing. Rasulullah clearly said, As-salawat al-khams, the 5 daily prayers, between them, and Ramadan ila Ramadan, and Jummah ila Jummah, mukaffiratun lima baynahun idha ijtanibat al-kaba'ir. They're cleansing for you as long as you stay away from the kaba'ir. So the righteous people didn't look at the deeds from the point of view of doing the good deeds only, but they look at it as a way of renewing your relationship with Allah Azza wa Jalla. لهذا Rasulullah sallallahu he said, أيها الناس, O people, since Allah created the heaven and the earth, He made the months 12 months. Among those among them there are 4 months, Arba'atul Hurum. 3 are next to each other, and 1 is between Sha'ban and Jamaday. Another ayah Allah Azza wa Jalla says, إن عدة الشهور عند الله 12 شهرا في كتاب الله يوم خلق السماوات والأرض منها 4 حرم ذلك الدين القيم فلا تظلموا فيهن أنفسكم. So these 12 months, Allah chosen these 4 months. And then He specifically, Allah Ta'ala says, these 4 months, keep eye on by not indulging with dhulm. And dhulm does not mean only transgressing to others, but falling into ma'asi. These 4 months are honored in the eyes of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Deeds are multiplied, especially when He said, is it the same today? في بلدكم هذا, this place, this honorable place, which means the deeds at today, when He was talking about it, at the place we're in, are higher in reward, same way ma'asi are multiplied. So our focus today in the khutbah is something we're missing. And I want you to look at it from different point of view. Today we're not going to talk about 5 pillars of Islam. We're not going to talk about hasanat and how to make a lot of good deeds. But we need to focus today on these Ashar al-Hurum, these coming months, how to save. You see sometimes electricity bill when it goes up, what happens? You don't worry about getting more electricity. Your concern is how to save electricity, right? So today, our focus of the khutbah will be how to save our good deeds. We talked so many imams have given khutbahs about how to make good deeds. But few talk about how to save those good deeds. Rasulullah asked the Sahaba, who among you, which is a whole khutbah by the way, I'll talk about it today. He said, who knows al-muflis, the loser? Who's the loser? They said the one who doesn't have money. He said the really loser is the one who's going to come with hasanat, good deeds. such as siyam, salah, and zakat, as high as the size of the mountain. But he comes with شتم هذا, قذف هذا, ضرب هذا. He curses this person, he backbites that person, he steals the money of that person. He talks and backbites that person. What's happening to all the good deeds? They're going away. Somebody else is taking away. As I mentioned before, وَلَا يَحْمِلُنَّ أَثْقَالَهُمْ وَأَثْقَالًا مَعَ أَثْقَالِهِمْ. They're going to carry not only their weight and the weight of other people. So our focus today should be how to save our good deeds and have a vision. A known blind woman, I forgot, she wrote a book. She was blind for a long time. And she'd been asked a $1 million question. She was asked, what was the worst thing in your life that happened to you? Since you don't have eyes to see. She said, thank God I did not lose my vision. Thank God I did not lose my vision. And you and I, what we understand, you already lost your vision. No, she's talking about vision, mission, goal. What you see is not with your eyes, she meant. What you see is in your heart. We as an ummah, we focus about pillars of Islam, right? And we're good at it. Pillars of Islam is nothing but a beautiful building of a house that you build. But the house has pillars, but there is no window, there is no doors, there is no walls. What's going to happen? When the rain comes, it goes through. When the wind comes, it goes through. When you turn your electricity on, it goes out, it leaks out. When you turn the heater on, even if it's as cold as it can be, what happens? The house without walls, what happens? Heat is useless. That is focusing on the 5 pillars of Islam and leaking it with hasanat and not focusing it with your heart. So today our focus is how to save and really have a full house. To have a full house, our Prophet ﷺ told us when this lady, she said, I did not lose my vision. What does that mean? You know, there's a story. Before I even go to the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, they brought a couple of blinds into a room that has a lion. You know that story. And they said, touch the elephant. They brought an elephant and they brought a bunch of blinds and they said, go tell us what you see, what you feel. So with their hands, they're touching and feeling the elephant. So one of them said, the elephant is like a wall because it's too big. And the other one said, elephant is like a snake because he's holding the trunk. Elephant is like this. Elephant is like that. Everybody is describing the elephant, how he felt it, not what they see. So the vision they're missing is they don't know the elephant. If you do not know your akhirah, you do not know enough of your deen is the cause. And if you do not know enough of your deen, there is no way you will worship Allah Azza wa Jalla. In the beginning, Allah says, فَاعْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. No. It needs a knowledge. And all of these things I'm talking about, good deeds and bad deeds, are all controlled from one spot. Let's go through that. Talking about a vision, our akhirah is a day يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. To have a vision, you have to work with your heart. Prophet ﷺ said in a beautiful hadith, halal is clear, إن الحلال بين وإن الحرام بين وبينهما أمور مشتبهات لا يعلمهن كثير من الناس. فمن اتقى الشبهات فقد استبرأ لدينه وعرضه وما وقع في الشبهات وقع في الحرام. long hadith at the end, he said, ألا وإن في الجسد مضغة. O people, in your body, you have a piece. إذا صلحت صلح الجسد كله. If that piece in that body is good, the rest of your body, organs will function good. And if that gets messed up, the rest of your body gets messed up. Scientifically, right. Doctors will tell you, right. If your heart's not working good, nothing else will work. In Islam, it's the same exact way. If your heart is dead, it means nothing. As a matter of fact, Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali, he described beautifully. He said the scale of a person. When you go to the doctor, what do doctors do? Doctors, to measure you, what do? They put you on the scale. How many pounds you are, right? He said the scale of a mu'min is his heart. That's where his weight is. His heart is big or his heart is small. And he said to know a person's heart, watch his tongue and watch his actions. Which means, if his actions and his talk has a weight, then that person's heart is as high as that weight. But he had that, he used to say, another one used to say, when he talks about the heart, he said, heart is like a king and the rest of the organs are his army. If the king is good, the army obeys him. If the king wants mischief, the whole army obeys him. So the word you control all of it, where you save your electricity and your bills and all of it, is not to pray a lot of hasanat, but to control your tongue, and to control your body, and to control your heart, and to have a clean heart. Rasulullah he said, the heart changes and flips, moves. That's why, as actually the Mufassirin, when they said al-qalb means because of his changing, too many changing. Taqallubat is why it's called qalb. You could be praying all you want, but if the khitam is messed up, it's worse. وإن أحدكم لا يعمل بعمل أهل الجنة حتى ما يكون بينه وبينها إلا ذراع. One of you will work so hard among the people of Jannah till Jannah is this close. He will flip, he will work the amal of أهل النار, فيدخل I will end up in hellfire. وإن أحدكم لا يعمل بعمل أهل النار. And one of you will work and do all the work of أهل النار till this much close to hellfire. At the end he flips, he enters Jannah. ونعوذ بالله. So a person must watch or work. Where Rasulullah his best dua at the end of every salah was, Allahumma ya muqallib al-qulub, thabbit qalbi ala ta'atik. Allahumma ya muqallib al-qulub, thabbit qalbi ala ta'atik. Listen to this beautiful hadith. This Sahabi called Wabisa, he said people were asking too many questions for Prophet ﷺ. I care about asking good and bad. And I came closer and closer. So when it became my turn, I told the people, leave me alone, let me get closer to Rasulullah. Our Prophet said, Da'u Wabisa. Let Wabisa come closer to me. Let me hear Wabisa. So Wabisa said, O Prophet of Allah, advise me. You know what Prophet ﷺ advised him? He said, Istafti qalbak. Always consult and ask fatawa in your heart. واستفت نفسك. واستفت قلبك. واستفت نفسك. He repeatedly saying that. People will come to you and tell you, Sheikh, this halal and haram. Ask your heart, he said. Then he added one more thing. Al-birr. Good. How do you know good? مطمئننت إليه النفس. What inside feels good, that's good. وَاطْمَأَنَّ إِلَيْهِ الْقَلْبِ. What inside feels good is also good. وَالْإِثْمِ, sin. مَحَاكَ فِي نَفْسِكَ. What inside tells you no good. وَتَرَدَّدْ فِي الصَّدْرِ. and it comes back to your heart all the time, tells you no good, no good, no good. In other words, listen inner you. وَإِنْ أَفْتَاكَ النَّاسُ فَافْتُوكَ. Even if the people give you fatwa all day long. Even if the whole world tells you it's halal or haram, just ask yourself, ask your heart. Ibn Mas'ud, the man asked an advice. He said, you know the misguidance is misguidance, right? He said, yes. He said, what I mean by that is, what's good and you know it's good and it's proving good, the day you start doing that stuff, the day that you consider that stuff bad, that is the day you are misguided. In other words, all your life you know what's right, but all of a sudden you start doing bad. Inside you tells you is wrong. You don't need to ask a sheikh. Ask yourself, he said, وَإِيَّاكَ, I warn you, وَالتَّلَوُّنُ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ, changing the colors in the deen of Allah. You know what destroys people? Too many colors. Color in the masjid, color with your people, color with your family, another color with your co-workers, another color with public, another color in front of the sheikh. You're smoking, the sheikh comes by, you throw it away. Where's Allah? What happened to Allah? وَإِيَّاكَ وَالتَّلَوُّنِ, he said. Why do you just throw the smoke when you saw the sheikh? Because inside you told you smoking is not good. So today, we're focusing, brothers and sisters, أعمال القلوب, hearts. Wallahi, brothers, the heart is what guides us. And if the heart, as Prophet ﷺ said, fitan will come to the heart. Udan, slowly, slowly. Thoughts, dark thoughts will come to it. Till it becomes one day so dark. لا يعرف معروفا ولا ينكر منكرا إلا ما بشرة من هواه. He doesn't see good or bad except when he drinks it, when he gets it. So cleansing is what you need. And cleansing is what we need all the time. Especially أشهر الحرم. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم يا فوز المستغفرين. Can someone turn the light off, please? بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Both. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وهدى وتقى يا رب العالمين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه. As the brothers requested always, I like to make the khutbah interactive. By the way, every time I show the image, people ask to have those images. And I came lately to know people need to see in their eyes. سئل Hassan al-Basri about kalam al-nas, whether you're talking to them or they're talking about you and all that. He said one thing, which talks about the vision. You remember I mentioned the vision? He said, أنا حين ولدت وحدي. وحين أموت وحدي. When I was born alone. When I die, I will die alone. When I am put into the graveyard, I will be alone. When I stand to be accountability in front of Allah, I will be alone. And if I go to hellfire, I am alone. And if I go to heaven, I am alone. So you want to be a muflis then? No way. You have to protect your good deeds and save them. Here is وَإِيَّاكَ وَالتَّلَوُّنِ. Be careful who you allow to get close to you. Some people will come, look what they look like at the top. See how they look like? And look who they are at the bottom. That's a lot of us like that. وَإِيَّاكَ وَالتَّلَوُّنِ, that's what he meant. Devil-faced people. They'll come to you, they'll look like a nice lamb, but you don't know them. So what do we need? We talked about cleansing. We need stain remover, right? Every 11 months, Ramadan is getting nearby. So Ramadan is getting closer. Ashhur al-Hurum prepares for you, so you can go in while you clean. And you know the best part to clean the heart? Let's watch that. Detergent. When we wash our clothes, what do? We put the detergent, we put the clothes gets squeezed, smashed, beat up, all of that till they come out clean. But our grandmas, when they used to not have detergent, they used to use their hand a lot, right? So our heart needs Allah as a detergent all the time, the Almighty. If you don't have Allah inside you, and taqwa inside you, and spiritual cleansing inside you, then you have no control of your tongue, and you have no control of your body. Another detergent. You need to gain a lot of iman and taqwa. It will help you remove tough dirt. What are they? The ones we talked about last khutbah. Hasad, resentment, hateful, anger. You need detergent. What it will do to you? Fresh luck. It'll lock your heart. Your heart will be clean. Quran as your daily detergent. Watch this picture. It has a lot of meaning. Iman is a turbo cleaning. Have Quran recitation not only as recitation, but acting upon the Quran. Quran is not to recite. Umar didn't memorize the whole Quran. He memorized the whole Baqarah till he acted every single ayah. So the Ummah is missing reading on the Quran but not acting about the Quran. So if you have Allah in your heart, and Quran and Allah as a detergent, your heart will always be clean. Some people, brothers, they need to be put into that machine, like a little baby, and clean them so good, till all the dirty goes out, and they become sin lifters, you know? You see one of those detergents? You think I did this for fun? I worked on it. Some people, they need, some of the detergents, it says, it removes everything. So I changed and I made sin lifters. Stain lifters, they need sin lifters. Why? Because there will be a day of judgment. Allah will look at it. Because Allah Ta'ala today, la yanzur, He doesn't look. Ila ajsamikum, how you look, how you are, how big you are, where you come from. ولكن ينظر إلى قلوبكم وأعمالكم. Allah cares your deeds and your a'mal. He doesn't care where you came from or how you look like. So at the day of judgment, when the lady said, I didn't lose my vision, don't lose your vision. Because your heart will be these two glasses. A heart that's full of dirt, not clean water, and a heart pure and clean. إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. I want you to look into this one more time. We go to the doctors, and I will end with this. This man, he made a beautiful point. He said, ذهبت إلى الطبيب. I went to the doctor. If I go in Arabic, it will take too long, but I'll go fast. I went to the doctor so I can ask my health condition and what I'm going through. I sat down and I explained to my problems from one to another. And I told him, أتيتك يا طبيب. I came to you as a doctor. على يقين, while I believe in you, I came to you. I know you're a doctor. And I am complaining about many things. So what do doctors do? They tell you, open your mouth. So I opened my mouth so you can see all the way to my throat. He said, فقل لي, doctor asked me, هل أكلت من حلال? Did you eat halal? When you look at my mouth, are you looking at my mouth because of the fever, what I'm going through? Or are you really checking if I eat halal or haram? Good question. أتعرف يا طبيب دواء قلبي? Doctor, do you know a cure medicine for my heart? I'm not here for any other disease. I'm here for the disease of my heart. Do you have medicine for it? Because that's the biggest medicine. If we find, he said everything gets cured. Doctor opens my shirt so he can listen to me. So I asked, are you listening how much Quran in my heart? Are you listening how much Quran I memorize or I act upon? He's asking the doctor. He said, then he put the measurement in my tongue, so he can feel and measure the harara, how high my fever is. He said, I asked the doctor, oh doctor, is my iman so high today or is too low? Okay? At the end, فَإِن كُنْتَ الطَّبِيب, oh doctor, if you are the doctor, I'm looking for one medicine. And that medicine is لِذَنْبٍ فَوْقَ رَأْسِي كَالْجِبَالِ. I have sins, I'm almost swimming. They're above mine, they're like mountains. I'm looking medicine for it. And then he at the end said, all the time we ask, medicine and medicine, إِذَا مَرِضْنَا, when we get sick, we ask medicine and medicine. But he said, وَذَاءُ الْقَلْبِ, the medicine of the heart is the first to discover. So what do we need to discover? The first medicine we need to discover before anything is what? The cure of your heart. The cure of your heart. In a nutshell, let's focus our hearts. If my heart and your heart is good, my tongue and your tongue is good. Nobody's going to backbite nobody. Nobody's going to talk bad to nobody. Nobody's going to hurt nobody. Nobody's going to have hasad to nobody. All the diseases, the measurement as I mentioned, is all from the heart. So keep your detergents on. Cleanse them. Have Quran. Let the deen go inside you. Don't focus only on the pillars of Islam while your house have no windows and no doors, while the aircon and the heater is leaking. As much as you check your car engine, the tune-up and the oil change and the mechanic and all of that, go and check your heart every single night. Be the Sahabi that entered Jannah because he was a clean heart, that's all. And you know, not only today, but at the day of judgment, Allah sums up with the ayat I just recite, يَوْمَ لَا يَنْفَعُ مَالٌ وَلَا بَنُونَ إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. Be like that baby in that picture. Till you get there, wash it good. Wash yourself good. Work on it. Be Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu. Umar, wallahi, he was walking with the Sahaba and he hid. And he said, Ya ibn Umar, O the son of Umar, fear Allah before a day comes that يعذبنك. He didn't wait Jummah to Jummah. Umar ibn Khattab used to talk to himself. He will leave people, go hide and say, fear Allah, Umar. So if we work in our hearts, brothers, all our body parts will be good. And if all our body parts are good, our surrounding and our dealing with people will always be good. I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to cleanse our heart. I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to cleanse our heart. I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to cleanse our hearts from all the evil. I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to make our hearts so pure and clean that the day when we meet Him, we come clean-hearted babies, all of us. I ask Allah Azza wa Jal, Ya Muqallib al-Qulub, ثبت قلوبنا على طاعتك. يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على طاعتك. اللهم لا تدع لنا في هذا المقام ذنبا الا غفرته، ولا هما الا فرجته، ولا دينا الا قضيته، ولا مريضا الا شافيته، ولا حاجه من حوائج الدنيا والاخره الا قضيتها ويسرتها يا ارحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الاحياء منهم والاموات انك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات. اللهم ات نفوسنا تقواها وزكها انت خير من زكاها انت وليها ومولاها. ربنا اتنا في الدنيا حسنه وفي الاخره حسنه من عذاب النار. اللهم صل.